Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Oscar Comic Show. Pretty much this is an ongoing thing of what I do and my adventures of comic books, and really I don't know where to go from this. It's just only starting, and please do forgive me for the poor audio quality on this camera. I'm getting a new microphone, well, I'm getting a microphone for it, but at the moment I'm using the onboard. Please don't hate me, I don't have anything else. I do have a microphone, but that's way over there, and it's a bit hard. And I hope you also like this backdrop that I kind of came up with all the posters. If you look behind, well, obviously, in front of me, is that all the, where all these posters came from. We're all from the walls behind, and yeah, it looked nice, but now I can just see fragments of blue tack everywhere. And, it doesn't matter. I'll paint over it one day or another. But anyway, this first episode is the top 5 most expensive comic books in the world today. I am using, at the moment, currency conversion, so it may change in worth, or the conversion rate from dollars to quid, pounds to euros or whatever, vice versa. But yeah, and on to it. Coming at number 5 is Marvel Comics number 1. To my right, and to your left of the screen, is all the worths of it. So, top dollars, middle quid, pounds, and euro. Obviously the value of the comic will change in time because, the older it gets, the more worth it comes to. So in the next 10 years it might just bump up more. Anyway, so what is Marvel Comics number 1 all about? But anyway, from what I have learned, that it does introduce the Human Torch and the Angel. And it did retail for the price of 10 cents, and from what the price told me, yeah, I think that was a good investment if you bought that back then. Now coming out at number 4 is All American Comics number 16. Well, what can I say about this? The prices are there, and it does introduce the first Green Lantern, not Hal Jordan, the more well-known one, but Alan Scott. If you look at his costume, it's very different from what Hal Jordan's is. It's not very green tight suit, whatever it's called, wetsuit. But it's like cape and everything. It's like fucking, yeah. It was made in the 1940s. Coming at number 3 is Superman number 1. Yep, it's the very first, well, not the very first, but of its self-titled Superman. Back then it was the Action Comics, but now he has his own comic books. And guess what? It retails for ding, and you know what? Yeah, for that 10 cents back in the 40s, I think you should have told your granddad, gone back in time and told him, get that comic for 10 cents, give it to me in the next 60 years, and I'll sell it for quite a lot of money. Coming out at number 2 is Detective Comics 27's, the first debut of the Batman. Well, back in the 40s they were experimenting with names, and it wasn't Batman, it was the Batman, and then it was later, the was later dropped off and just become the Batman, or Batman. I just completely contradicted myself there, if that's a word. But anyway, guess how much that comes to? $1 million. I can't do the voice, but you can just guess. Yeah. But anyway, yep, that is number 2, and I actually got that on Comixology, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. It was very... The words they use are, 90s, 40s, they do use words that you don't use now, because you'll just get a backhand by every gay person known to mankind. But anyway, going on to number 1. Is Action Comics number 1. And yes, I should have used a Superman intro for the number 3, but you know what, it's number 1. It has to have a build-up, and guess what it's all about? It is about Superman, the origin of Superman. It's about Lois Lane's love interest in Superman and not Clark Kent, and Clark Kent wanting, well, Lois Lane, but not Superman loving Lois Lane. Mindfuck. But yeah, guess how much it costs? Ding, that is quite a lot of money, and if you got a spare $1 million, yeah, I would invest it, because in about another 100 years or so, that's going to be a lot of, it came out pretty much 100 years ago, so it's like a $1 million profit. Think about it in another 100 years. because, yeah, I still can't get in bed anyway. Right, so that kind of wraps it for this first episode. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Please go easy on me. I'm kind of new to this. I've always been used to the video game community, so it's kind of very easy for me just talking to my phone, but talking into a camera is a whole different thing. And editing as well. It's like, oh my god, what the censor. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this, and if you did enjoy it, please give it a like, or even a favourite if you can. But you don't have to. If you don't like it, give me a comment telling me why. And, you know, I'll fix on it. You know, it's a work in progress. And, you know what, if you want to see the next episode, hit subscribe. And I think that's where the subscribe button is. If not, just click that thing wherever that is, or there. Or there! It's everywhere. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And, you know what, see you guys later.